Darnell, can we just talk about kind of the importance to string together some good games and build off that last one, and especially start to get back to being a dominant team at home?
Yeah, home's always been, I think over the last few years, when we're playing our best, home's been a very tough place for other teams to play. So, yeah, it was a good effort that we had against the division rival the other night. Now we moved past that and take care of a couple games here on home nights.
What kind of effort goes in behind the scenes to get the penalty kill squared away? You know, it was a strength last year. You guys are trying to find it this year, Darnell. What's the work that goes into it?
Yeah, a lot of video. You know, little details in practice and whatnot. It's just you continue to hammer away at it and it'll click.
As a group, you guys blocked more shots on the PK last year. Is that something that, again, I know that that's a lot of just willingness to do it, but is it also there's a skill set in making sure you're in the right spot to be able to block the shot?
Yeah, just being in the right lanes, getting pieces of pucks. And I mean, at the end of the day, you know, blocking shots is just about willingness and sacrifice. So we could definitely add a little bigger element of that in our PK.
Connor McDavid looking for 1,000 points. You've known him since the day you walked in the door here. Can you think back at the kid you saw when you first walked in, when you first shook his hand? You know, what'd you think of that guy? Who was he?
Yeah, it's just I mean, playing against him in junior and whatnot, you knew how good of a hockey player he was, but you know, the amount of detail and effort that he puts into his game and you know, his body and making sure that he's ready to play at the, you know, his peak each and every night. I think that was, you know, pretty eye-opening for me when I was first met him, and you know, we lived together when we were young. So it was, yeah, he's worked so hard to get to this point, and I know he's got so much more he wants to accomplish.
Darnell, what's the World Juniors? The first time you really got a chance to know him there in Toronto, Montreal?
Yeah, that was the first time we spent legitimate time together. You know, everything else was, you know, you're on different teams and whatnot. So yeah, it was the first experience.
Could you tell right from that tournament onward? Like, was that?
Yeah, I mean, just playing against him, you could tell. I mean, he was so special, being on the other side of it. So yeah, and then when you play together, you get to obviously see more of an in-depth look at it, and that, like I said, the commitment that he has, and he wants to be great each and every day, whether it's practice, game. It's infectious.
He doesn't want to make a big deal. I understand that, but it is still a pretty big deal, especially the fourth fastest. What do you guys do to ensure that, you know, you take a moment to appreciate the fact that, you know, how dominant he's been to 1,000 points when it does happen?
Yeah, no, I don't think he would want us to sit back and look at it. It's just another day for him. So, yeah, I mean, over the course of the last few seasons, it seems like there's been a few things that have popped up, and it's pretty eye-opening when you compare some of the stats that he puts up and some of the runs he's put up against some of the great players that play in this league. Like I said, it's a testament to all the work that he's put in and continues to put in to this game. And but yeah, I'm sure, like he'd say, he doesn't really want to look at it as a big deal, but it's pretty cool to be a teammate of his.
You guys came in here, as kids, and now you're an assistant captain, he's a captain. You've all grown up so much, you got families and everything. Can you maybe just give us a thought on, you know, how much you've all grown up here together, and I guess watching Connor turn into the captain that he's turned into?
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, a lot of it. I mean, it's you look at our room and our team. You know, like we came in, we were, you know, wide-eyed trying to learn from everyone around us, and now it feels like we've created a pretty good culture in here where you know, it's been great. It's been, like, obviously a lot of fun to come in and work every day and push each other to be better. On top of that, you know, there's the other elements of it too. You know, guys have families, and you know, my kids love hockey, especially my older one. So, you know, he's always looking at the hockey cards, and he knows everyone by their kids' dads, not so much their actual names, but you know, guys who don't have kids, he knows their names. So it's pretty cool.
Can you talk about how he's kind of evolved this game? Like, he gets 60-plus goals a couple of years ago, and he has 100 assists, and kind of keeps moving the needle in terms of what he can do. Kind of maybe articulate what he's kind of been able to do the last year.
Yeah, I think obviously you look at the offensive stats, and those are the things that kind of jump off the paper. But I think his all-around game and his commitment to defense, and he's the first person, I think, when we're working on our D zone or, you know, our coverages and whatnot. He's the first person asking questions and wants to perfect that side of the game first. So obviously the offensive side of it and all the numbers are, you know, very eye-opening and jump off the page. But I just think as committed as he is to the defensive side, he doesn't get enough credit for that.
How do you with Chris? That's your coach. What's that been like, and what can you kind of say is maybe the thing that he's maybe changed about this team the most?
I would say there's definitely a sense of calm in our group, in our room. There's definitely enjoyment, and he's been a huge advocate of that, and a huge reason why we've been able to weather some of the highs and lows, and just continue to stay the course in the way that we want to play, and that comes from the leader of your group and for us as head coach.